Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Before I begin, we would like to share with you a short video that captures GE's commitment to Egypt over the past several years. Terrific. It is my honor to be here at this special occasion for Egypt Day at the World Future Energy Summit. And I do want to congratulate the organizers for dedicating a session to Egypt today. It is such a demonstration of the commitment and the ties between the UAE and Egypt and how the level of their diversification of the bilateral agreement has reached, and notably in the energy sector. I am pleased to say that GE has had a long-standing and strong commitment and relationship with both countries over the years, and we look forward to further synergies between the two countries going forward. It's very important, we heard already this morning, to highlight at the onset, in the past 2 years, the Egyptian market has been building significant momentum and is one of the most dynamic markets in the world and the fastest growing in the region. On that context, GE has been a partner in helping Egypt meet its ambitious goals. Having significantly contributed to the 2015 Summer Power Boost program by adding 2.6 gigawatts of power in record time. Furthermore, GE has been broadening and deepening its relationship with Egypt by investing more. In that regards, GE is in final stages now of completing a multi-sectorial company-to-country framework agreement for $200 million multimodal manufacturing facility. We all come together today at a very interesting time in the global economy. And I always believe that challenges are also opportunities, and it is a great time to set forth a new direction of growth that very much focuses on maximizing productivity, efficiency, and building true partnerships that drive meaningful outcomes together. Ladies and gentlemen, recently Egypt has decided to diversify its energy mix, rely less on fossil fuels in its power generation. The question that we have to ask is, how will we all work together to help diversify, provide security, reliable energy for Egypt and other countries? We believe the best way is through technology and partnerships. Around the world, GE is focusing on developing some of the greatest technologies and services that increase efficiency, reduce environmental impact, and improve economics. We call this strategy Eco-Imagination, and we are focused in 3 key areas: investing in cleaner technology R&D, partnerships, and new business models. And we do this all through the lens of a digital industrial company. Over the last 10 years, GE has invested $15 billion in cleaner technology R&D and innovation. That has generated over $200 billion of revenue through the Eco-Imagination portfolio. And we're not done yet. We've committed to another $10 billion of cleaner technology R&D through 2020. We do this through the lens today of everything digital and physical. As the worlds meet, we call this the industrial internet, and we are advancing technologies in new ways and driving much greater efficiency, productivity, affordability for power producers, and that is allowing us to have much more sustainable economic growth and shared prosperity. For example, power producers today are leveraging big data and analytics to help them optimize their assets, their operations, improve productivity, and it's helping to accelerate adoption of both natural gas and renewable technologies. Also, we are looking at new business models. And inside GE, at the end of last year, we announced a brand new startup inside the company called Current, where we are bringing together multiple Eco-Imagination technologies, including LEDs, solar, backup storage, electric vehicle charging, enabled by software and financing, to bring forth a full integrated energy offering for our customers to help them reduce costs by 10 to 20%. Our Eco-Imagination strategy has truly transformed GE, and now we are partnering with others to transform industries and change the world together. We are focusing on finding solutions that help us solve resource and energy challenges, and we're partnering with like-minded companies across multiple sectors. Last year, we announced 8 ambitious partnerships with a variety of companies, including Statoil, Total, and Masdar, focusing on reducing emissions, off-grid energy, and reducing water. So let me just provide you a little bit of context around the partnerships and what we are working on. GE and Statoil are focusing on reducing emissions and water in oil and gas production and development. We are focusing on reducing and potentially eliminating flare gas and fugitive methane emissions, and we are looking at alternatives to water in the hydraulic fracturing process. With Total, we are working on a new hybrid renewable energy system for the developing world, and we're wrapping a new business model around this as an energy as a service. And with Masdar, we're excited to be scaling in the region an energy-neutral wastewater treatment solution. We have partnered with these companies because we believe the future is around clean technology and efficiency, and that we can solve tough environmental challenges together and improve economics and have the opportunity for growth. The example that I mentioned earlier, let me just share a little bit more of what we're working on with Masdar. Energy-neutral wastewater treatment system really falls into solving the challenge of the nexus between water and energy for Abu Dhabi and the region. And we arrived at the mission to implement a fully integrated energy-neutral wastewater treatment system to help meet the strategic goals of Abu Dhabi to reduce CO2 emissions, but also support them with their desire to separate energy sources from wastewater treatment sources. We believe that partnerships are the way forward, and together we can solve some of the biggest challenges and really drive much better outcomes. In Egypt, we have a strong opportunity for public-private sector to explore partnering and investing for Egypt to help them meet their power and renewable objectives for the country. The government has announced that they are going to achieve 20% renewable energy in their mix by 2022, breaking that down to 12% wind, 6% hydro, and 2% solar. The country has tremendous opportunity and resources for both solar and wind. Egypt has some of the highest wind potential across the MENA region today for success. And based on our analysis, GE, and the reason we believe that the world is moving to much more cleaner technology, and that is going to continue to accelerate. And the goal that Egypt has laid out, their visionary goal and their strategic plan for the long term, is the right one. And based on our experience with renewable energy around the world, we also believe that they can achieve these goals in the short term. The technology is there, the partnerships are there to help. Today, GE's experience in renewable energy, we have over 25,000 wind turbines generating 40 gigawatts of power across 31 countries. We have almost half of the world's wind capacity. And now with the Alstom acquisition, we are one of the most diversified renewable energy companies in the world. We have the experience across many countries to develop cutting-edge renewable energy projects in Morocco, Kenya, Japan, Australia, Turkey, and beyond. And today we are working across Turkey to power 13 wind turbines in the installed capacity of 2,800 megawatts. We are beginning we're beginning to deploy our latest technology, our Brilliant Wind turbine, and we are looking to optimize wind farms across this endeavor. We are working with Gamma Energy to also deploy a new pilot around GE software that we can optimize the wind turbines, the operations, and have no unplanned downtime. We are really excited also about the innovation pipeline. We are very focused in Eco-Imagination to continue to drive innovation that has more clean energy output at reduced cost. And we have a great field test currently called Eco-Rotor, where we are testing a new wind turbine design that will increase clean energy output by 3%. And we're very excited about that opportunity. We also, our researchers have developed a new semiconductor that will go into our solar inverters that will reduce costs by 40%. So, and increase efficiency at the same time. So we're very excited about what's in the pipeline and definitely believe that clean energy is going to continue to grow. And globally today, over 50% of the new electricity capacity is renewable energy, and we are seeing three big trends around the world within the renewable energy landscape that's very relevant to Egypt today. First being, renewable energy is both centralized and distributed and decentralized. So we're seeing wind, hydro, geothermal, all being deployed on a centralized basis, and solar's being distributed both on a utility scale as well as distributed energy basis. Also, we are seeing renewable energy and conventional energy being integrated together. So we're seeing many gas and PV solar systems as well as gas and wind systems emerging around the world. And then finally, back to the physical and digital meshing, it's also happening in the renewable world. When I talk about our Brilliant Wind turbine, we have sensors, software, even a battery on it. So we have a full integrated smart system that helps our customers. Let me just give you an example. Recently we did, with our European utility customer E.ON, we deployed our new PowerUp software solution across their 469 wind turbines. They are now seeing an increase of over 4% clean energy output. That's equivalent to having to add 19 additional wind turbines. So it's savings, additional output, and profit for them. I believe today that the Egypt session really sets the stage for us to support the country in achieving its power sector and renewable goals. In this case, the critical element is really for us to support the partnering and promoting of a culture of localization. I believe, in my experience, that some of the best ideas, the brightest ideas to the toughest challenges come from the local community. By partnering and promoting local research and engaging the Egyptian youth in R&D programs, it will really help us to develop unique and tailored solutions for the nation in the long run. And that is what GE has been focusing on. We're not just a technology provider, we are a solutions partner, so we can help the country meet the aspirations of their people. And we understand that GE is a partner, and all the projects that need to be developed also requires investment, and we will continue to make those investments. So I am confident that today and this discussion is definitely going to help us achieve the 3 pillars for Egypt when it comes to energy security. That is technology, localization, and financial investment. We are very thankful for the Egyptian Ministry of Electricity, the Egyptian Electricity Holding Company, and the people of Egypt for their trust and confidence in GE over the last 4 decades. Today, GE has over 500 employees that are in the region, and the goal is to continue to support the people of Egypt as well as add value to the operations of our partners. So thank you very much. I would encourage you to ask any questions. I would like to just introduce as well an esteemed colleague, Tim Richards, who is our government relations leader here in the MENA region, in case there are any very specific regional questions that you may have.